Hi, this is Project Spark Alphabet. I'm Lady Lex UK and today we're doing the letter O. So for my brain tile I've picked On Music Beat, and for my prop I've chosen the owl tree. So let's start off with our brain tile. I have here 2 disco balls, and in this one I've put the tile On Music Beat. Now On Music Beat you might not be familiar with. It's found in the timing and logic segment on page 2, so you might not have seen it. There it is, On Music Beat, and we're going to put a hologram tile in there. So what that's going to do is going to make this disco ball flash on the music beat. And in this one we've done something similar, but used On Music measure instead. Now what these all do is they will flash on the beat of the music, but only the music that is set in the world properties. It won't work if you've set music using the sound tile. So it's not going to do it using that. It'll only be affected by the world music. So here is a cube, and I've set this up so that I can change the music and the pitch of the music. I've got a clamped music variable here between 0 and 5, and the pitch between -24 and maximum 24. And when the left bumper is pressed, it's going to increment that music number by 1, and when the left trigger is pressed it's going to decrease it, and on the right bumper and right trigger it's going to deal with the pitch. We're going to display those numbers at the top so we can see. And then music equals to 0, set music to air compress. Now that's a single shot psh noise, because unfortunately there is nothing. I can't turn the music off using this method. There was no set music to nothing option, which is a bit of a pain. So I've just got it to go psh, and then it's done. So music equals to 1, it's going to play the dialogue tune, Conquer Dance on 2, Music Adventure, etc, etc, etc. And here is the music master pitch, and that's going to be our pitch number, so you can see the differences when we change the pitch. Okay, so there is our music tile. So let's see what happens then. So we'll start off track 0, nothing doing. Let's change to track 1. Now as you can see, our one on the left is flashing 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3, and that we've got waltz time here, 1 2 3, and every third beat the one on the right is going to beep. It's going to flash. But to be honest, it's not, because the music is so syncopated, it's a bit difficult to tell what it's doing. So let's change to track 2. That's better. That's got a big beat to it, so we can actually see it a bit easier. So the Conquered dance music is an ideal thing to use this for, because you've got a very distinct beat to it. A lot of the Project Spark music is a little bit, well, it's not beat heavy, put it that way. It's a little bit all over the place. So let's try another track. Whoops. So again, you haven't got a definite beat with the music. It's all a bit freeform jazz, really. But you can see what it's doing. Now we've got no beat on this at all because I've just put the melody in. And it's flashing away. It doesn't seem to pay any attention to the music whatsoever. So this is to do with the speed. There we go. Different music, different things. Now, what is interesting, and let's get it back to track 2 because this is the easiest one to see because you've got a nice easy beat, is that when you increase the pitch and make it faster, slow it down. It's a normal beat. One, boom, 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 boom. Even though I've increased the speed of it, the flashing light doesn't seem to really have paid any attention. That isn't flashing at the speed of the music. So the pitch is irrelevant. So you can't increase the pitch of the music and it won't flash any faster. It is obviously using some variable that tells it what the pitch is, what the time beat is in the music, which bears absolutely no relation whatsoever to the music at all. Let's just get this pitch back down to normal. Anyway, there's on music beat and on music measure. Now how can you use it? Well, over here, I've popped them on some disco balls with some lights to create disco lights, and this is going to go in the time with the music. So if you're doing a disco scene or something, here is a way to do it. Now I've got two different options here. This one is turning, and it's showing you a different light on each side of that ball, and this one is flashing different colours as we go. So how have we done those? Let's have a look at their brains. Okay, we've got our disco ball here, and on music beat it's going to hologram and turn, so it's only going to turn on the music beat, so it's going to do turn around as it goes. And I've attached 4 light bulbs of different colours around the disco ball, so as it turns it's going to show you a different colour. This one here, I've got 4 light bulbs at the top and 4 light bulbs at the bottom, and right, so on the music beat, that light number is going to increase and it's going to turn, and if the light modulo 4 equals 1, so it's just the number's going to go out now and now. So if that light is 1, then we're going to turn all light bulb 1 on, and I've also power attached the other light bulb that's on the bottom and the top. So there's one on the top and one on the bottom, and they're linked by a power attachment. So when this light bulb is on, its power attached twin is also on, and we're going to make the ball red. Otherwise that light bulb is going to be turned off, and therefore its twin will turn off. And we do that for all the numbers. So that's the green bulb, that's the blue bulb, and that's the yellow bulb. So they're switching on and off, and the bulb is turning. It doesn't need to turn, I can turn that off. You see what the effect is when I just there we go, it's just turning. It is not turning like this one is turning. I think it's quite nice if it turns, but there you go. Here we are. It's flashing on and off in different colours, and that looks quite effective. It's quite nice. You notice that's the primary colour, and so some of the squares on this ball aren't changing colour. If you want it all to change colour, you might have to change it to solid colour. Let's see, we can try that. So let's change that to solid colour. Solid colour. There we go, that's slightly better. Most of them are now the colour we want them to be. There we go, that's better. Solid colour is better than primary colour. So bear that in mind. It depends on what sort of look you want, really. But there we go. So everything's flashing away, and to be honest, We don't want this music. Right. Let's get on now and have a look at our prop. Now, I've got here our owl tree. Now, I've made him a little bit spooky, really. I've put an eye on him. I've given him an extra arm with a branch. And what I've done here is I've created a puzzly trap. Really, there's a treasure chest hidden underneath this tree, and every now and then he will jump in the air, and it gives me the option to open the chest. So we'll wait for it to open. There we go, it opened the chest, and now there's a coin, so let's grab it. Oops, I ran into the tree and it's plonked me over here. Oh, let's try that again. Oh, no, it's plonked me back over here. So I've got to time it so that I can get in and grab this coin. I got it. I hit the tree and it's put me back out here. There we go. So, how is this done? Alright. So, we have our tree here. I've just attached a branch, extra branch to give him an arm, and I've put a skull inside its head there and glued it all together. Now, it says it's going to give it a jump height of 4, so that's going to be slightly higher than its normal jump height. You need to experiment with this to see how high you want it to jump. And on our countdown 5-second loop, we're going to toggle the treasure. And we're going to say jump equals false. When the treasure is true, countdown of 4, jump equals true. So that's going to make the tree jump. If you bump the player, then its position will be that logic cube, which is in the middle. You can see it's in the middle of that all that grass, and damage it by 10. Play arcane explosion on the logic cube and some plant debris on the logic cube, and that's it. And let's just move this out of the way, this chest, if the glued object is jumping, then and it doesn't have any power, then you can interact with it. So you can only interact with that chest if the tree is jumping, and you can therefore see the chest. Otherwise, this chest, the bee would be viewable through the tree, and you'll be able to get it before you'd even seen it, which is not what we want. So it's a very simple teleporting device. The logic cube is just a placement, it doesn't have a brain. But there you go. So that's what it does. It will teleport you. If you bump into it, it will teleport you to here. So that's a simple teleport system. Bump and move. Because bump is a one trigger event, that makes a great teleporter. And it's going to teleport me there. And of course I can teleport myself wherever I want. So I can move this logic cube. And we can put it underneath the disco ball. Let's put some music on. Hello, tree. It's now transporting me to the disco ball. Okay, well that's it. Something very simple today, just a quick little teleporting little trick with a tree and some disco lights. Well, what more would you want? Okay, thank you for watching and keep sparking.